What's going on, everybody? So let's go ahead and take a look at Sprt.com, SPRT. So the reason I want to look at this stock, I've already made a couple of videos on this. The first video got a lot of hate. A lot of you guys were telling me that I was very misinformed. I basically said that be careful for a big pump and a dump on the stock. That's basically what I was saying. I was not talking about the fundamentals of the company, this, that, and the other. What I was talking about is let's take a look at the history on the stock. It hasn't really did anything. There was some news. It started to gain some traction, and then we got this big run up. Anytime you get this big of a run up, this is not natural, guys. This is not natural. Whether you call it a short squeeze, whether you call it manipulation, whether you call it a pump and dump, whatever it is that you want to call it, this is not natural movement in a stock. If you were lucky enough to catch this, because I know a lot of you guys did, even some of you guys in my Discord were in this trade on the way up. I hope that you guys were selling on the way up, taking profits here, because we always, when we enter into a stock trade, we need to have a price target and a stop loss for good risk management and profit taking. So just fast forwarding a little bit, we have been on 1, 2, 3 downward days of selling pressure, currently down $8.25 on a day, another 25% here. What I want to keep an eye on here is we started to fill this gap from this $20 area when we gapped up and then we ran to $60. We started to fill this gap. We are going to have a little bit of support down here at 22, but I want to see us get down here and fill this gap at 20. Potentially, I would like to come down here into the 19s, anything with a 19 in front of it, which is the rising support on a 10-day moving average. I'd like to come down here, touch this, start to consolidate sideways. And I think this, if we hold, would be a good area of opportunity to swing the stock back up to the upside. We need to be careful, though. If we start to lose that $19 area, we do have more room to fill to next support at 16. So in between 16 and 19 is going to be a good area to bounce this stock, being that that's where the start and the birth of this trade really started to happen, when it started to build momentum. Not to say that it cannot come back up to 60, but right now I do not see anything to the top side. We could come right here into this $21 zone, $22 zone, get a nice consolidation and a nice little spike, maybe to the $30 area before we come back down and back test these rising supports. So just keep an eye on that as well if we do want to get a nice little bounce off this $21, $22 area. But right now, to the long side, let's be patient, and to the short side also, let's not just get into buying a bunch of put options or trying to short the stock here when we do have support at 21 as well as 19. Let's let it bottom out here and see what it wants to do, or let's see if it wants to consolidate here, and let's see if we can get maybe 1, 2 to 3 days worth of consolidation before we start to get that curl. And when we get that curl, what we're looking for is a nice big green candle, something like this, to sort of take out previous days candle and start to ride that momentum back up to the upside. But be careful when it comes to these stocks. This stock is heavily traded by retailers. A lot of times when this big a move happens and then this big of a down move happens, a lot of people start to panic and sell out of it, causing the stock to just plummet. So I do not think that the trade is over on this stock. If you're currently holding somewhere in here, what's your real, if like anywhere above $25, between $25 and $60, what you're really looking for here is, let's see if we can hold this 21 or hold this $19 area. If we can hold this $19 area here, start to tread sideways and start to make a move up, I would look to start to take some profits on that move up next time, and so we're not caught in these tails here. But I hope that kind of helps you guys out. If you guys do want to see another video on this stock, going forward, feel free to drop me a comment. Also, guys, if you do want to join the Discord, that link is completely free down in the description box below, as well as my website, kind of showing you guys how I trade using all of these crayon lines all over my screen. But I will catch you guys all on the next one.